First impressions and positive image at work. The first day of your job can make or break your part-time work journey. So, to have a smooth sailing start, first, you must be up to the grooming standards as advised to you. Second, please be on time or slightly earlier from the reporting time. Third, tune yourself to have a positive attitude in the work environment rather than pulling a long face with a negative approach for the whole workday. If the above 3 points are well covered, it gives a good impression to everyone at the workplace, including your manager. Thus, it would be definitely easier to ask for help from the manager or colleagues to help you out on challenges that you may face during work. Also, it would be easier for teamwork to take place as your colleagues will be glad to include you in group tasks. And with that, you will be able to observe how things are done and further learn at work. To conclude, you will be seen as a professional even on your first day. However, if the above 3 points are unachievable, the remaining 4 points will not even happen, as the manager or colleagues will have a bad first impression of you and, therefore, will not want to interact with you as much as possible. Now, let's take a look at grooming standards. In a fine dining environment, especially in a hotel banquet service, staff grooming is a strict requirement and you must get it right. One may be rejected to work if these requirements are not met. On this slide, you can see the requirements indicated clearly in point forms for both males and females. Even if the work uniforms are issued on the day of work at the job site, it is crucial that you must come prepared your own black smart pants, long black socks, and black leather shoes for men or black flat pump shoes for women. To better illustrate the standards of a service staff's appearance, let's take a look at the pictures here. For men, they must appear to have no fringe covering their eyebrows, no hair should be covering the ears on the side, no colored hair and must not be wearing any piercings. For women, they must have their long hair tied to a bun or medium-length hair tied up in a French knot, no hair should be covering the ears on the side, no colored hair, limited to wearing one pair of piercing, and do a light makeup. Not only we need to look at grooming and appearance, as a service staff, your postures, gestures and facial expressions are equally important. In regards to standing postures, pictures 1 and 2 are the most ideal, portraying that you are polite and professional. However, in picture 3 the hands behind your back pose gives the impression that you are dominant, and this is not something that you want to convey to guests. Furthermore, if you swing your hands in front of your body to attend to things, the radius of your swing might be too wide and have a high possibility to knock over things or someone. In picture 4, by folding your arms shows that you are uninterested to handle anything at the point of time. Looking at picture 5, you must take note that when interacting with anyone during a service, always put on a natural smile, but reserve to a more serious look when handling complaints or constructive feedback. Never show a boring or blank expression throughout the whole service. To sum up the above, we should display a posture and facial expression as in picture 6 in a service. About gestures with reference to pictures 7, 8, 9, bear in mind that if you are using one hand to do gestures, keep the other behind your back, and if you need to give a direction, you must use only your palm or thumb to do the pointing. Smoking can break your professional image at work. And there are 3 reasons behind this. Firstly, smoking will leave you with a strong stench and definitely affect the dining experience of guests. Secondly, the general impression of a service personnel will never be associated with and visualized as someone holding a cigarette and puffing out smoke. Therefore, it is never a standard to be accepted in the service industry. Lastly, as a service staff of a restaurant or hotel, you represent the image of the company. And based on the second point, the restaurant or hotel will never want their guests to see their staff smoking. To conclude, never smoke in view of any guests, during, directly before, directly after a service. If there is a need to smoke, you have to smoke at designated staff smoking areas, and at break times only.